Detective Sam sat in his dimly lit office, a mug of cold coffee resting on the desk in front of him. The faint sound of a clock ticking echoed in the silence, but Sam wasn't paying attention to the time. He had a new case to solve. "Hello, my name is Detective Sam," he said with a friendly smile, looking straight into the camera. "And I need your help. You see, every day I solve mysteries. But today, things are a little different. The clues are hidden in words and phrases in English, and I'll need you to help me figure them out." Sam paused for a moment, leaning in closer. "Are you ready to join me in this adventure? I promise, it's going to be fun. Don't forget, you can repeat the words I say, and if you need a little help, there are subtitles below to guide you. This way, you'll not only help me solve the case, but you'll also improve your English. Let's get started." With a nod, Detective Sam picked up a letter on his desk. It was from an anonymous sender. "I just received a mysterious letter," he explained. "It says there's a secret hidden somewhere in the city, and it's up to us to find it. But here's the catch. The clues are in English, and only by understanding them can we uncover the secret." He looked up, as if waiting for a response. "Ready, let's begin." Detective Sam stood up from his desk, his eyes scanning the room. The walls were covered in maps, books, and pictures from past cases, but today, something felt different. Today, the mystery wasn't about fingerprints or footprints, it was about words. "It all started when I found this letter," Sam continued, holding it up for the camera to see. "The letter says, the key is in a place where you can sit and relax." Sam paced around the office, thinking hard. A place to sit and relax. Where could that be? He stopped and looked directly at the camera, his face filled with curiosity. "What do you think? Can you help me figure it out?" He pointed to a chair near the window, then to a soft armchair in the corner. "Could it be one of these?" he asked. "The letter doesn't give us much, but maybe we can find the key if we think carefully," Sam smiled. "Here's where you come in. We need to find the right words to solve this mystery. Let's start by learning a few important words in English. First, key. A key is something you use to open a door or start a car. Can you say key?" He paused, giving the viewers a chance to repeat. "Great. Now let's look at the word sit. Sit means to place yourself on a chair, a sofa, or anywhere you can relax. Can you say sit?" Detective Sam paused again, looking around. "And finally, relax. When you relax, you take it easy. You don't need to work or stress. You just rest. Can you say relax?" With a smile, Sam continued. "Now, let's try to put these words together. The letter said the key is in a place where you can sit and relax. Do you think we've found it? What do you think? Viewers, let's keep searching." Detective Sam stood still, deep in thought. He looked at the two chairs in his office, but something was missing. The key was still nowhere to be found. "I need your help, once again," he said, turning back to the camera. "We've learned some important words, like key, sit, and relax, but now we need to find that key." He walked to the armchair and sat down, thinking. "The letter said the key is in a place where you can sit and relax. So if I sit here ... double quotes." Sam smiled and suddenly pulled something from under the chair cushion. It was a small golden key. "Well, look at that," he exclaimed, holding the key up for everyone to see. "We found it, but that wasn't easy. Let's take a moment to understand how we solved this. We used the clues from the letter and our new English words to figure out where the key was hiding." Sam looked at the key again, but wait. There's more. We need to learn how to ask for things in English, just like we did when we found the key. He turned to the camera and asked, "If you wanted to ask someone for something, what would you say?" He paused, allowing viewers to think. "Here's a good example." Sam continued. "Do you have the key? Let's say it together. Do you have the key?" Sam repeated the phrase slowly so viewers could follow along. You can use this question in many situations. Maybe you're at a hotel and you need a room key, or at a store asking for help. Do you have the key? Now try it yourself. He paused again for the audience to repeat. Excellent, you're doing great. Now, let's see how this fits into our story. I'm going to ask my friend, Detective Lisa, if she has the key. Detective Sam picked up the phone and dialed a number. Let's see what happens next. Detective Sam sat back down at his desk, the key still in his hand. He smiled at the camera, feeling proud of their progress. We did it. We found the key. But now, let's take a moment to look at the English phrases we've used so far. He placed the key down and pointed to a chart on the wall with some key phrases written in big letters. Do you have? I have the key, and can you help me? Let's start with do you have? This is a question we use when we want to ask someone if they have something. For example, do you have the key? You can use this question to ask about anything. If you need something, like a pen or a book, you can say, do you have a pen? Or do you have a book? Sam smiled and repeated the phrase, do you have a pen? Can you say it with me? He gave the viewers time to repeat. Great. Now, let's move on to another useful phrase. I have the key. This is how you tell someone that you possess something. For example, I have the key. If you were at a hotel, you could say, I have the key to my room. Or maybe you're helping a friend, and you say, I have the key to the car. Sam made a thoughtful expression. When you say I have, you are telling the person that you are in possession of something. Can you try it with me? I have the key. Perfect. Now, here's another phrase we can use when we need help, but can you help me? This is very important. When you're stuck and need assistance, you can ask, can you help me? It's polite and clear. Let's say it together, can you help me? He paused, giving the viewers a moment to repeat. Excellent. You're learning these phrases quickly, and I know they'll help you in many situations. Detective Sam looked around, checking the time. Now that we know how to ask for things and offer help, let's continue our mystery. We've got the key, but there's still much more to discover. Detective Sam looked down at the small golden key in his hand, but his thoughts were already focused on the next part of the mystery. We've solved the first puzzle, he said, placing the key on the desk. But now, there's another challenge ahead. The letter mentioned a secret code, and I think it's time we try to crack it. He picked up the second letter, which was covered in strange symbols. Look at this, it's a code. And according to the letter, we need to figure out the message hidden inside. But I can't do it alone. I need your help again. Sam smiled. Let's start by looking at some of the words in the code. The first one says, can you help me? This is something we already know. Remember, we learned that this phrase is how we ask for assistance. Can you help me? Let's repeat it together. Can you help me? He paused to let viewers repeat. Perfect. Now, let's look at the next word. It says, find. Do you know what find means? To find something is to discover it. For example, if you lose your keys, you need to find them. Or, if you're looking for a book, you want to find it. Sam pointed to the word on the letter. Find. Can you say it? Find. Great job. He continued. Now, let's put it all together. The message is saying, can you help me find ... This is a sentence you could use when you need help finding something. For example, if you're in a store and can't find your way around, you can ask, can you help me find the shoes? Or if you lose your phone, you might say, can you help me find my phone? Sam grinned. You've already learned two very useful phrases today. Can you help me and find? Now, let's finish decoding the message and solve this mystery. He looked at the letter one more time. I think the code says, can you help me find the key? And guess what? We already found the key. But this code is teaching us how to ask for help and how to find things using these words. So, every time you need something, you can use these phrases. Sam raised an eyebrow. The mystery is getting more interesting by the minute. Let's see what happens next. Detective Sam sat back, feeling pleased with their progress. We did it. We decoded the secret code and found the key. But now, let's take a closer look at the important phrases we learned. He pointed to a new chart on the wall with the phrases, can you help me? And find. Let's start with "Can you help me?" This is a very polite way to ask someone for help. Maybe you need directions, or you're looking for something and can't find it. You can use this phrase in many situations, like when you're at a store or in a classroom. For example, "Can you help me find the bus stop?" Or "Can you help me find my pencil?" Sam smiled at the camera. Remember, the key to sounding natural in English is to practice using phrases like this in everyday conversations. So let's say it again together. "Can you help me?" He paused for a moment, allowing viewers to repeat. Excellent. You're doing great. Now, let's look at the word "find." It's such an important word because it's something we all do every day. We're always looking for things. When you lose your keys, you need to find them. When you need to find your friend at a crowded park, you might say, "I am trying to find my friend." Sam smiled. Let's practice it together. Find. Ready, find, perfect. He looked back at the camera. Now let's connect everything. When you ask, "Can you help me find?" you're asking someone to assist you in looking for something. This is a very useful phrase to note because it's simple and clear. Sam raised his hand like he was making a suggestion. You can use this at work, school, or even when you're traveling. Let's practice a little. I'm going to ask you, "Can you help me find my way to the store?" Can you answer in English? He waited for a moment. If you're not sure of the answer, no worries. You can say, "I'm not sure, but I'll help you look." This shows you're being helpful and polite. Detective Sam stood in front of a large, ancient door, the golden key still in his hand. "We've come a long way," he said, smiling at the camera. "We've solved clues, learned new words, and practiced asking for help. Now it's time to unlock the final door and reveal the secret hidden inside." He slowly approached the door, his eyes focused on the keyhole. But before we can unlock the door, we need to remember something important. Words can unlock more than just doors. They unlock understanding, communication, and connections between people. And that's exactly what we've been doing today. Sam looked at the camera with excitement. Are you ready for the final clue? It's a phrase that will help us open this door and discover what's waiting inside. Let's learn it together. The phrase is, "Can I open the door?" He smiled and said, "This is a great phrase to use when you want to ask for permission." For example, if you're at someone's house and you want to go inside, you can say, "Can I open the door?" It's polite and clear. Sam paused, allowing viewers time to repeat the phrase. Let's say it together. "Can I open the door?" Perfect. He looked at the door and held the key in front of it. Now let's use our phrase. I'm going to ask, "Can I open the door?" And then I am going to unlock it. With a dramatic twist of the key, the door slowly creaked open. Behind it, there was a small chest. Sam opened it carefully and smiled. Inside this chest is the final piece of the mystery. But what's inside isn't just treasure, it's the knowledge we've gained today. He looked at the camera, smiling warmly. We've learned new words and phrases like "Can you help me?" and "Can I open the door?" These phrases will help you in real-life situations, whether you're traveling, working, or just talking to a friend. He paused for a moment, letting the excitement of the moment sink in. The real treasure is your ability to communicate in English, to ask for help, and to understand the world around you in a new way. Sam closed the chest gently. I'm proud of what we've accomplished today. And remember, every time you learn something new, you're opening a door to more opportunities. Detective Sam smiled at the camera, the excitement of the day's adventure still fresh in his eyes. Well, that's it. We solved the mystery, unlocked the final door, and found the treasure inside. But more importantly, we've learned a lot of new English phrases that you can use in everyday situations. He paused for a moment, looking around his office. Today, we learned how to ask for help, how to find things, and how to ask for permission, like with "Can I open the door?" These are the kinds of phrases you'll use all the time when you're speaking English. So keep practicing them. Sam leaned forward slightly, his voice becoming encouraging. And remember, learning a language is a journey. Every small step, Every new word you learn brings you closer to your goal. Don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. The important thing is to keep trying, keep practicing, and keep improving. He smiled brightly, offering a sense of warmth. I'm proud of you for sticking with me through this adventure. You've done amazing today, and don't forget learning English doesn't have to be hard. It's about taking it one word at a time, and you've already made great progress. Sam raised his hand in a friendly wave. You've unlocked a lot of knowledge today, and you're ready for even more adventures, so keep going. And remember, every time you learn something new, you're unlocking a door to more opportunities. With a final smile, Sam looked directly at the camera. If you enjoyed this mystery and want to keep learning, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment telling me what you've learned today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Until then, keep solving, keep learning, and keep having fun with English.